Hello, this is Justice Backstrom, and welcome back to God, Guns, Gaming, and GOP. Today I'm actually going to be talking about gaming for like the second time ever on this show. We'll actually not be talking about a game necessarily, but rather a gaming series. So, if you don't know what Building Time is, it's basically a series where Stampy and Squiddy had to build in time. They'd get 15 minutes to make a Minecraft creative speed build, and then you'd vote by watching unlisted videos for whose you thought was better. And basically, it was the first to win 50 builds. Stampy ultimately won by quite a large margin, and today I'll be discussing why. So, for starters, many people pointed out that it was kind of a popularity contest, almost, and people just voted for who they wanted to win, and thus Stampy, because Stampy was more popular, he won more times. Now, there certainly is some validity to this claim. Firstly, Stampy seemed to win almost every toss-up build by default. Now, I'm sure there are people who voted for Stampy every time and people that voted for Squid every time, as well as those that voted for both every time. Now, this was certainly not the majority of the voters, but I'm sure there just were more that voted Stampy down the ballot. Sorry. There were more that voted just Stampy down the ballot every time than Squid. Another thing, still on topic of popularity, would be point of view. This has to do with the fact that more people were watching Stampy's videos than Squid's. This you can see clearly even now with the number of views on corresponding videos. Essentially, when you watch the full creation of each build, you get more appreciation for the details than when you see the full creation of one and only a quick summary of the other. That, and you can also get a better explanation of everything when you watch it being built. Two videos I really saw this in were the Godzilla one, where Squid's footage was corrupted, and the Holiday Retreat one, where Squid's video shows not only some of his frustrations that led to his silly build, but also that he actually put in more effort than you might originally think. In both these cases, Squid's builds were still probably not winning quality, but still fared worse in voting because of people not seeing as much of Squid's point of view as Stampy's. So yeah, I definitely do believe that popularity had somewhat to do with it. The only way I can think of for them to have removed or at least lessened that aspect would be to upload the series on the Magic Animal Club channel instead. That being said, there were certainly other issues which helped result in the voting disparity we saw, not the least of which was their skill levels. Now, I personally ended up favoring Squid's build rather than Stampy's most of the time. Whether I was biased, and if so, based on what, I can't be sure, but at any rate, there was definitely some flaws that I saw in the way Squid would build. He'd often start a project, get it partly done, and not finish it before moving to the next thing. Examples would be the castle in the Enchanted Forest, and the house and rocket ship in the future. Other minor issues which may have contributed were the fact that both Squiddy and Stampy put Stampy's voting screens before Squiddy's in the little eye icon and in the descriptions. I don't know if that was to keep it alphabetical or what, but it may have slightly altered the outcome in some close matches. I also think Squid's audience is a very slightly older average age and thus less likely to vote based on who they want to win. And it's also possible that some people just wanted to be behind whoever they thought would end up winning. That all being said, there were definitely some Stampy builds that were better than the corresponding Squiddy builds. I also kind of feel that winning the first Mega Building Time and the Magic Animal Club play button were enough that Squid ultimately did fairly well after all. That said, that's the end of the video. I want to thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.